Yo, it's Naneh B.
J-E on the button.
Let's go. Said little bitch, you can't fuck with my Tadiq if you wanted to. These is Tatching, these is crispy bottoms, these is Zafaroon. In the store, I can have them both, I don't wanna choose. So now quick, ring me y'all up, im Shabdaram Moon. Fuck your chain, man, I got Alan Goo. And I don't play Bad Valley when I do. Bachat now got a PhD, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm on that Cad Bonu vibe, sis, making all the food.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of NomadLand. Very grateful to be here another day, another episode. We have a wonderful guest, but before that you're not allowed to talk until we...
I figured.
We have Navi, the legendary producer in the house. So glad to have him on the show. He's driven here from San Diego. It's a 4-hour drive,
San Diego.
but he made it. We have the superstar with the new hit single, Irfan in the house.
Pajdarare.
That's how we do it. Yeah. Everybody, thank you for joining in. Today we have a very special guest, good friend, Sahar Golshani. Actually, we became good friends this week. That still counts. And lovely to have you here. We've been waiting for you to get here for some time, and it's been really good spending time with you this week. Now we give it to you.
Hello everyone. Hello listeners. What am I supposed to say? Hi. I'm super. Nemo's in the back. Shout out to Nemo.
Back vocals from now when you talk.
Yeah.
Pajdarare.
No, I'm just gonna do like more R&B, like Boyz II Men style.
But yeah, it's we found out about Sahar through the podcast.
Yeah, through the podcast.
She's considered to be one of our strongest allies.
No, I'm like the honorary third member.
The third member.
Fourth member? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Fifth?
You're my number one,
Yeah.
baby.
And stop.
Is it time yet?
Super cheesy.
Is it time yet?
But yeah, I mean, the first time I actually went on her page, there was something special about her, and then as I talked to her, I noticed that she has beautiful energy. So I don't know how you feel about me, and don't feel obligated to give it back. Just receive.
He says something nice. I'm something.
Honestly, like, and I told Irf too, and I was like, dude, she's got like sister vibes, you know?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I felt like I've
everyone
known
says
you
that.
for a long time.
Literally, you won't even believe how many people have told me that just in this week.
Yeah.
And I get that all the time.
And
People
that's
meet me and they're
beautiful thing
like,
that you're probably gonna eventually lose it as you sell your soul, but for now,
For now you're good.
yeah.
no, I've been like this forever. It's always been like
Like
this.
what?
People just meet me for the first time and they'll just open up to me and they'll be like, I don't know why I'm doing this, and I'm like, I don't know either. Like, I'm just.
Don't ever change.
I think I'm just really chill.
Yeah.
I'm just super like non-judgmental. Like people. No, but really, like I'm just that chill girl that gets along with everyone and just is.
And as much fun as you make from people,
Yeah.
right?
But that's just like a persona. That's not even me.
Yeah.
Like when people meet me, they're like, that's not even, like that's an alter ego.
I have a schizophrenic aunt that says the same
Oh,
thing.
sorry. That's
No, I
schizophrenic.
make a lot of jokes, and sometimes I make fun of people, but I don't really make fun of them. It's just like a joke comes to my head, and whoever fits that joke the best, you're gonna put them in that joke.
Right.
And I only joke with people if I feel really close with somebody. That's
Yeah.
when I joke with them. You know, I don't joke with strangers.
Oh yeah, no.
And you
I'm
take
so
jokes
quiet
very
if I
well.
don't know. Yeah, for sure. Are you
Have you
gonna?
said-
What are you gonna say?
Have you said anything up to this point that's made you feel a little weird
No,
at all?
no.
Yeah. Do you like us?
Yeah. I love you guys. You guys are like my bros.
Cool. I like that.
Cause I'm like I was telling someone, I was like, I'm like a mix of the two of them. Like I feel like I'm actually your sister, cause I'm totally like conscious hippie vibes, like yeah, and then I'm totally like
Like
Irfan.
You don't have to put it in words.
He knows.
What was the first thing that came to your mind when you wanted to describe Irfan?
That's just Irfan. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, he's got his own vibration.
yeah.
that's for sure.
Well, we're alike in a lot of ways. Like I feel like
you guys partied this week?
we did.
What does that mean?
We partied LA style. We did some meditation.
We did everything from A to Z.
Actually, we went to one of the best events I've ever been to. So it's
That's a big
yeah.
statement. And you go to a lot of events.
Not really. I mean, my friends, they are really into the music scene, I guess. So I go with them, but I've never really gone to a music event that really was meant for me. And it was just really cool. This whole trip actually just fell into place really cool. So, well, should we say why I came here? Or?
Yeah. Of course, but
Yeah.
Should we like backstory to that?
You're kind of supposed to sit in the middle, right? Is there a little?
There's an X
Is there an X in front of you? On the table.
X is
No, right
behind
here,
me. Oh shit.
Oh, okay, here.
Yeah, so you're supposed to be there.
Gotcha.
All right.
Salam bacho.
This production is brought to you by Navi. So,
It's all good.
Alright.
We're good.
where were we?
Irfan.
Irfan. Yeah, we're not gonna delete this though. I like shit like that.
What shit? Oh no. We gotta keep it real.
Oh no! What shit? Says the guilty man.
What happened?
What
happened? Alright. So we're
We're
going
gonna
back
get a
to
bunch of sponsors.
why you're here? Why you're in LA?
Okay, so where do I even start?
Before you answer that, Nima, can you go get us some waters?
Yeah, for sure. What kind would you like?
All right, go.
That's our new intern, Nima. Good kid.
Yeah, so
What was the question?
There was a question. We're just talking about how you're in LA and why you're here.
Okay.
Why you're in town?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
A while ago, I just kind of put out into the universe that I wanted to maybe pursue stand-up comedy, and I thought I could maybe be good at it because, I don't know, for someone who's never been to Iran, I'm pretty Iranian, and I kind of try and keep my culture alive, even though...
Is it Iranian or Persian?
I mean, I don't who cares.
Is there a
Iran.
difference?
According to Canadians, Iran. That's how they say it.
Okay.
Whatever. Persian.
Persian, okay.
Iranian.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put it out into the universe, and then literally 2 weeks later, the kids from UCLA, the Iranian group, messaged me, and they were like, we have this show, do you want to come do it? And I was like, hell yeah, like,
Yeah.
why not?
In front of 1,000 people.
I mean, was it 1,000 people?
It was a 1,500 capacity, right?
Yeah, I think there was like about 1,000 over 1,000.
Let me tell you something, dude. I was worried. Not
I
because
was nervous. Like, can I swear?
you could do whatever
I
you
was
want.
so fucking
Act like
nervous.
I've watched the show
No.
before. Yeah. I was very nervous for
Oh,
you.
I was dying.
You know,
I was
and I
nervous.
told Irfan, and he's like, "No, she'll be fine." And I was like, "Dude, it's 1,000 people, and all comics they start bombing before they get good."
Comics start in little bars. Like,
That's
I
right.
went full out. I was like 0 to 100 real quick.
And let me tell you something. You killed it.
Really?
You killed it. You
You
were
did
getting
great.
back-to-back laughs.
I hope
You know,
so.
and we were sitting in the front. You really didn't point out to us, which, you know, whatever the fuck that means, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Wait, no
mad now?
shout outs?
No shout
Well, what was
No
I
shout
supposed
out.
to
You know,
say?
like, shout out to my boys
But
sitting
I
in the
would
front.
Honestly,
respects
though,
due.
no, I didn't see you guys until you guys stood up at the end. I didn't know you guys were standing in the front, they were sitting in the front. Until you guys stood up, and then I was, you can see in the video, I'm just like, oh, I didn't see that. I couldn't even
Because
see
you had the
audience.
spotlight
But
on
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
You
no,
can't
no.
see much, yeah, but
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna
True.
kill it though. For some reason, I just
Well, I
How
mean,
do
when
you
I was a kid,
feel?
I used to, like, dance and stuff. So that's, like, I'm
it's not the same. But
I'm familiar with the stage. You know,
You're
what I mean? I
comfortable
don't
on
have
stage in front of
fright.
people. Yeah.
Stage fright. Yeah.
And,
Stage fright.
and it
Stage
was a
fright.
supportive, pretty supportive crowd, I would
It
say.
was,
You know,
yeah.
because there were some parents there and they
Yeah,
laughed.
yeah.
And there's a grandma that loved you behind
Yeah.
your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she would laugh at like the unfunny.
There's a
jokes.
grandma that loved me too.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I know. Some of the stuff I said, I was just like, oh, why did I say that?
Yeah.
It's okay. It was my first time though.
But and even though you play on the culture and the Persian culture, Iranian culture, you don't make it hacky. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
that's
'cause I
hard not
I
to.
was raised here, right? So I don't know. I just have this weird Irani-ness to me. It's like it's not the Iranian that you would see here, and it's not the Iranian that you would see in Iran. It's just this weird.
When you have love for it, genuine love for it, it shows. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is, you know. And it's interesting to me. I think maybe I was talking to Yaya about it recently that when I realized that you've never been to Iran,
Yeah.
and I heard you talking about Iran, I'm like, wow, she's like, it's so fascinating to her. She's so fascinated by the idea of Iran and what goes on there, to the point that she's like so into the art. And
Yeah.
she's really, like, it's very cool.
That is the interesting part. To me, it's not interesting that you're fascinated with Iran, because even the Italians in New York or the Irish in Boston, like they have this crazy pride that people even in the motherland don't have.
Right.
So I understand there's kids that grew up here that have that for their country for whatever reason that is. I don't know what that is. But the fact that you're actually so updated with that culture is crazy to me. You're like hella relevant on those streets.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
study.
I'm not even study. It's just maybe it is study. I don't know. It just comes to me. Like it's just I don't know. I can't explain it.
You don't know what it is.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
just
know what
something
it
on the
is.
soul
It's just
level.
on the soul level.
And your
yeah.
parents.
Well, that's because you come from something and you think about it like all the time, you know, and you know.
Well, I mean,
That's
when
true.
you're raised here, you're raised to have that like white privilege kind of mindset where it's like you're trying to become as whitewashed as you can be, and I was like that before. I was like, yeah, Persians are fobs. Like I hate
And
being.
did you feel like you changed after high school, kind of in college? What age? Like late teens?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in my teens, I
Yeah.
was like, you know, why though? Why am I trying to be like Tiffany when I'm sad?
Yeah, I saw that a lot with friends in high school who had that mentality of like fobs, Persians this, they didn't want to speak Farsi, they don't want to talk about being Persian too much, but
And it's
in
not
college,
because our parents are
yeah,
fobs, if
yeah.
you really think about it. I mean, it's like if you're calling someone a fob, you're.
I know,
essentially
exactly,
making fun
but
of your
like, yeah,
parents.
I knew a lot of born and raised people who, after like maybe after 17, 18, especially in college, like I knew these people in high school, they wouldn't speak a word of Farsi, they'd be embarrassed about it, but then later I met them, they're like, hey, they would speak Farsi to me, and like they're very like, I feel like, okay, that's good, they're comfortable now with who they are.
Yeah.
Remember the period though when actually being a fob became cool? Remember?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was the Dietrich's crowd. Yeah. Well, everybody started to become like them, and they.
Oh well, yeah, the
they brought
population
out
grew,
the
and they were chilling.
hookahs and just the comfort and the love was like it wasn't so egotistical.
Yeah.
And then people started to notice that there's more warmth there, you know. But that comes with maturity.
Yeah.
But they still like weren't cool in front of the, you know, the born and raised kids. But I think the crowd got bigger, so they became comfortable with who they are, I guess. But then you know that has its adverse
But I mean,
effects
like,
too.
the main reason I do what I do is because of my sister and my cousins who are so whitewashed compared to me. Like, they're what I should be. They are what I should be. So I'm like, no, like, I need to make cool, relevant stuff. Because, okay, when you grow up here,
Yeah.
all you're subjected to is the satellite TV that your parents watch. That's all you're subjected to as far as Iran goes, or what
Yeah.
they tell you.
Yeah.
And you're subjected to such like a shitty version of being Iranian. Like, so many kids who grew up here think, okay, being Iranian means kebab,
Right.
it means food,
Ah.
it means discounts, it
Yeah.
means, you know, like just this just top layer stuff. But it's like, you guys don't even realize how much cool
So
art
how do you
we
feel
have,
about people that make
artists,
jokes
and
about that, like the comedians that you
I
know?
hate them. I hate it.
Who are
I
they?
hate it.
Yeah.
We always talk about that.
mean-
I'm like the kids are padding and cooking the jokes. Like fuck.
Yeah, like, well, how many times are we going to hear, yes, Iranians kiss 5,000 times? And we've all heard that joke. Like, it's...
But
Yeah.
it works for them though. That's the crazy thing, and we
I
kind of
know,
talked about that.
unfortunately, it does. They make money off of it. So,
That's crazy.
But that's not my vibe. I don't care about the monetary, like, advances that you...
Can we talk about your arch nemesis?
Which
No.
one?
Oh, come on, dude.
There is this guy.
Yeah.
Who
Ah.
sees me
Who?
on... Let's just call him SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, say no. Listen, say something that rhymes with his name.
I
Siri.
Siri. Oh.
Siri
Coco. Siri Coco.
I was talking about different words.
Siri Coco. So let's call this individual Siri Coco. And what is
You know what? Okay, but honestly, I don't even want to like talk about it.
We already did though. We put it into existence.
Because like, why? Why am I giving?
Isn't this a no judgment zone?
You know what I mean?
No, but he's just
he just copies my shit. I mean, you know what? Fine, whatever.
I can talk about it.
What was his name?
I can talk about it.
What was
He's
his
just
name?
not funny.
What was
I don't even know his name. I don't know his name. No, I put Siri because it rhymed with something else, but like I don't know his name.
Merci Coco.
Yeah, sure.
Merci Coco. So what does he do though?
I mean, he just rips off my stuff. Honestly, I don't even. Honestly, like, even talking about it means that I'm putting energy into something that I could be talking about something else about. You know what I mean? Like, why? Whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. Like I'm all about the positive vibrations, but when it comes to hip hop or comedy, it's part of the culture. It's competition.
Yeah.
And you know that's.
I don't even see.
There's an exception.
He's not. He really isn't.
Talk about
He's so fucking lame. Who showed me his video like a couple of months ago, and I'd seen it on Instagram or some shit, and I was like, "This is so fucking lame. No one's gonna think this funny." Then someone showed me, "This is really funny." I was like, "Oh man, this is fucking garbage."
Yeah.
This video, the Persian. Can't talk about it. I was about to like name his video, but fuck it. Yeah, let's not talk about all that.
Let's bring him on the show. And
So
I'm open to that, by the way. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. Like, you know, I don't know much.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm over
Oh,
it.
wow, it got awkward real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nemo, get the water.
So comedy. How did you? I'm kidding. Like, you know, really bad.
Or what?
I actually never even wanted to become a stand-up comedian.
That's the thing.
I'm
You
like
said-
a law school dropout, so like.
And you don't watch any comedy at all.
I don't.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't want to like pick up on anyone else's like.
It's not about that.
Yeah. Like I asked you who's your favorite stand-up. She's like, I don't really know too many
Because I
stand-ups.
never wanted to do this. The opportunity just came up, and I was like, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, but to
Let's
see
what
the
happens.
techniques, like that should be interesting to you, you know?
That's just, well, because I already do it on Instagram, kind of. I just have the benefit of being able to edit what I give out.
Okay.
But this one, like with stand-up, I couldn't, so I had to kind of prepare for it before. But I mean, it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, there's something to like watching the greats. I'm not saying like you need to learn from anybody, but it's just like if you don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy it. But I'm just saying, as a musician, like I like.
Well,
you know,
because even the stand-up that if I ever have my own show, like I don't even want to do stand-up. I want to have like a screen behind me where I can like reference to stuff, kind of like I don't know if you guys.
A slideshow.
like a presentation.
Yeah, like a TED talk, like so I can be like, look, like this is this, and
This is funny,
the reference.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, because my whole show, I just want to make it. I want to make it called. I want to call it "Growing Up in Chaladz" and be able to like reference to my like old.
So hold on, this is
photos.
something that you're writing right now?
Yeah.
For a
Or a
sitcom?
potential
Like
if it
Netflix
ever
thing
happens.
type of thing?
No, like a touring show, maybe.
Like a Shaw's of Sunset type of thing.
No, touring show. What are you talking about? That's a reality TV.
We almost had a
I'm just trying to
reality
get the
show.
clickbait stuff right now.
We almost had a reality show this weekend. We almost got into that.
We almost got into what?
Getting a reality show and becoming roommates and all that. We got really
That's a
deep.
good idea.
Real deep.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a good idea. I mean, you already party too much. Imagine if you moved in with some people.
It seems that way. Well, I mean, I party with the same people, so.
Yeah. Would Nemo be on the show?
Nemo, yeah.
Well,
we need someone to bring water over there. Yeah.
So you're working on a show right now?
Yeah, kind
Alright.
of. Yeah, but it's. I mean, I have so much on my plate right now. I'm like working on that. I have my clothing line. I also work like 40 hours a week.
Oh, you do?
5,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know either. She told me.
Yeah, everyone just assumes I'm like this.
Well,
rich
you don't
girl.
talk about
No,
it.
I just
You don't
thought,
talk
like-
about it.
Well, I do though.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I'm always like, be an independent woman. Like, do your own thing. Don't spend your dad's money. Like,
Yeah.
Because I've been working like since I was, I think, 12. So like.
I thought you did a combination. I'm sorry, like
Yeah.
the combination of like the clothes that you sell, your brand. We'll get more into that, and then like comedy. And I thought just like
No, I don't
that
make
kind of
any money
lifestyle.
off of Instagram. I don't do ads. I don't believe in that kind of stuff.
Have you been hit up?
To do ads? Yeah, all the
Advertisement.
time.
Hair
All
extension?
the time.
Yeah.
No, hair extension.
Eyebrows?
No,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, all the time. But I don't know, I feel like when people follow me on Instagram, they're like my friends now, and would you really take money from someone to sell your friend something? Like,
Who did your chin injections?
Oh my god, today on my live, they were like, you have a nose job and you have chin injections.
Yeah, I got into her.
No, I
Yeah,
have nothing.
I went into her like live video today, and like that's one of the first things someone asked. Like she just busted out laughing. Someone asked
I
her
was
like,
dying.
You should have gone with it and created a thing out of it.
People always think I have something done, like to my nose. I don't know why.
So we were talking about jobs.
Right.
So you have a
We
clothing
all have
label.
Yeah.
How's that doing?
It's good.
It's
I
profitable?
Mean, me and my partner Moz, we started it.
Business partner or a lover? Yeah, let's talk about your highly
no,
publicized.
Let's just not talk about that because I'd rather keep my my life private.
I like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Everyone does the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
Some of the time.
People don't need to know.
Like, if you know, like, is it really gonna change anything? Or is
It could,
you know what I
depends.
mean?
Because I had this question that could be a game changer. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think so.
Joking. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We gotta get into it really quick in this one.
what
I
was
do
it?
want to know a little
Yeah,
bit more
clothing
background.
line.
Clothing line, yeah.
Oh, background. Okay, so I mean, what do you want?
Do you want to finish the clothing line so we're on the
Okay.
subject?
Yeah, we're so like all over the place. I don't even know. Right, clothing line. So we started it. Gosh, maybe like a year and a half ago. It's called Chaladz Design.
What does that mean?
It's what we used to call smoking weed. And we thought of it,
Chaladz?
Chaladz, yeah, so, I hope
Usually
so.
like bash.
Yeah.
This is like a different version.
So, yeah, whenever we wanted to
Chaladz,
smoke
huh?
weed
Mm.
in front of Moz's uncle and aunt, or anyone, we just needed a code word. So we were like, guys, let's go Chaladz. And then we thought of Chaladz when we were high. We were like, wow, there's no, like, cool streetwear brands that just, like, you know, say whatever
Yeah.
on them, and we should do that. Because I love customizing clothing, and I'm really into, like, vintage shopping and, like, even thrift shopping. I just feel like there's more history behind the clothes and stuff. I'm not really,
Right.
like, a label whore or anything like that.
Mm.
So I always just like having different clothing. And everyone's actually at the event, everyone's like so normal. I was like actually dressed up,
Dressed
and I
up.
come with like a mask. Everyone's like,
Oh, you wear a mask at the thing.
yeah, I was wearing like, you know those borja things? Like,
Yeah.
Well, Adrian, I love those, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's a southern thing in
Yeah,
Iran.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
cool.
I wanted to have the model for my last video. I actually kind of wanted to wear it in the video, but
Yeah, that was
it didn't match the video. Next
Yeah.
one maybe.
true. Your videos are very, get a cool house and a hot bitch.
Well, that one was, but yeah.
Whoa.
What
Oh, got weird. Got weird.
Oh, that. I feel like I get these one-sided attacks on me right now.
well, it's Yaya's fault because he didn't hang out. He flaked on us every single time. I was
Yeah.
like, let's hang out. No, I'm joking. It's like somewhere hugging a tree or something.
Actually was.
How's it going between you two? Okay.
Yeah, so then we just started it. We have hats that say like what the fuck in Farsi and like t-shirts. But that's just like kind of our, I guess, commercial stuff to make money to do what we really like doing, which is like custom jean jackets
Mhm.
with like vintage tribal patches from the Silk Road and cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting a cool one.
It's
I'll
really cool.
coming my way soon.
Are you jealous?
No, isn't it going to be a conflict of
He's like,
interest with the other chick?
But what other chick?
Well,
Which one?
Ah.
No, seriously.
Hey.
got
Which
hoes.
With Shadi?
Shadi.
Oh, Shadi. No, actually, we're
Yeah.
making stuff with Shadi for my upcoming Toronto concert.
Oh,
So-
nice.
No, I mean different projects, different
Yeah.
types.
You
Different
got to get
styles.
these
Wait, I
designers
thought
to
you were
like
wearing
work
our
for it.
jacket.
Shadi, DJ Shadi.
Are you gonna make one? Is it gonna be ready by then?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that mean I can't wear black anymore? Because I usually wear all black. But I mean, there's Sahar, I still wear Babak,
Yeah.
Souls,
Yeah.
Pardar clothing coming soon.
Ooh.
That's been supposed
All
to be
that.
coming like for like years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But good things are worth waiting for.
That is
Oh,
true.
that
It's
is.
gonna be like craziest.
So you have your 40-hour week job, and does
Oh,
that
my
any?
soul fucking corporate job.
Yeah, so sorry.
Yeah.
You gonna be doing it for long?
No, that's the plan to not.
Mm.
But I mean, life has ups and downs.
So when you're there, can you be positive? Truly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you have to be.
Which-
I'm known in like all of our groups. I'm always like the little happy one in the corner. So I'm never mad. I'm never. I
Never.
don't let it
get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Life is too short.
I agree.
I'm like that too.
I've
I
been
rarely
through
get angry.
So, too much shit to like let it get to me.
Exactly.
So the clothing label, has it become profitable yet?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, with like no investment, and I'm just like, wow.
Nice.
Holy shit. Yeah. Because there's nothing like it. Because if you look at all the Persian clothing labels, I guess they do like that typical like was it
Some logo, something.
yeah,
some,
or like
Cursive.
cursive
Yeah.
writing, and
Yeah.
it's like no, we're gonna write what the fuck on a t-shirt, or
Yeah.
we're gonna.
And
do
people
these.
buy it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cool people
It's
like
cool.
these.
Yeah, I like the Supreme t-shirts.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're really
Whatever's
dope.
hype, we just kind of try. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
vibes.
use it.
So overall, like the jean jackets are my favorite because
Yeah.
there's so much work put into them.
Yeah.
He like handwrites on some of them. Then like she dismantles these talismans
Yeah,
like
yeah.
piece by piece. But have you seen her stuff?
I have.
They're really cool. You know.
I really
And
get to know the person and then make them a jacket based on.
Oh, that's super custom.
so mine's gonna be like fucking like this.
Yeah.
So you do some of it, and then Maziar does some other
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and you guys get along in terms of. I'm
No,
not trying to get a
of
personal
course
life. I'm
not.
just like design-wise.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, design-wise, yeah. It's just splitting the work. We're always like, I did this. What have you done?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It comes with it.
That's dope.
So you work during the day and nighttime. You kind of do some
Yeah.
videos. Just get to the creative
I
stuff.
try to do videos.
That'd
I've
be
kind of
cool.
stopped doing them as often because I have this weird OCD or perfectionist kind of thing where I'm like, if it's not perfect, I won't put it out.
Yeah.
I don't agree with
as
people
you
who
should
put like
be.
5 videos a week and then
Mhm.
they're just like mediocre.
No.
If I'm gonna put something out, it needs to be good enough.
Yeah. Exactly. As it becomes more serious, you get
Yeah.
more like that. You
Yeah.
realize the importance of doing that.
Quality over quantity.
So it's kind of like my life, I guess, huh? I have my other job in the daytime and then
Yeah.
at nighttime,
Yeah, exactly.
music.
I mean, that's what comics do with their jokes too. Like they go city to city, perform it every night, and then a year later they shoot a special for it.
Exactly.
So-
Until you finesse it. Yeah.
So, are you planning to do anything stand-up wise consistently?
I mean, I just did
Seems
that
like there's a
show.
market for it, right?
Yeah, there
Like-
definitely is. And it's all males.
That's it.
It's all males.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple girls, but they don't have the advantage I have of being so Iranian. They're pretty whitewashed. They're part of the dual and discounts.
Shit. You
category.
came in with both guns blazing, ready to do this. Like you're on your Drake vibes right now. Shout out to Canada, Toronto, OVO, 6. Yeah, yeah.
Persian kids say it now, the 6 over there.
I mean, I guess.
Kind of basically.
Kind of. You know what? I haven't met any Persian kids that actually listen to Drake. So,
Where in
Okay.
Canada?
yeah. Persian kids? I don't know. The people I hang out with don't really
The electronic vibe.
They'll
house
listen to
music.
Persian rap.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah. That's how I got into it too. Like I didn't listen to his music.
But back to the thing. So you're saying basically you're the queen bitch in charge of the Persian comic game.
I could be,
Yeah, but
I just started, so let's see what happens.
yeah. Well, you started with a bang.
Yeah.
You know.
Did I really?
I mean, 1,000
really
people.
Really? Are you just saying that because
1,000 people came and watched you.
Yeah, I
You
know.
started up with that.
I know?
Yeah. Why are you being so hesitant about it?
I don't know. I don't have very good like confidence in myself.
Yeah.
I guess that's because I'm really shy. Like, and then another thing that people have continuously told me this week. At Airphone's house, we had this like kind of get together. and
Yeah.
So many people knew me from my videos, but I'm such a quiet person in real life. I don't really
Uh-huh.
talk much, unless I know you or I'm comfortable with you. I'm very introverted.
So do you,
Me too.
I mean, it's only been a week since your last performance or your first performance, right? Like, do you think about that often now? Since, like, be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna
And what do you
again.
think about?
Like you even mentioned, you were like, "How was it?"
You're gonna get
Like,
hooked
it's
on
really
it,
good. Yeah, you're like, "Can I get hooked on the
That's
last
your new
one?"
heroine.
Yeah, for sure.
and you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not that I would know, because I'm not funny, but the people that are funny that get laughs, they
Yeah.
say it's something that you get
Well,
hooked on
and
it.
because I've been doing comedic stuff for so long, but
Yeah.
on Instagram you don't hear those laughs. I mean, you see
Yeah.
the comments, but like it's not comparable.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So
Mm.
actually being there and hearing people laugh at you, you're like, wow, and maybe really funny, kind of.
Yeah.
And you also get like what percentage of, I mean, you feel like which gets more laughs and which one doesn't, and what percentage of
Exactly.
people
Now I
laugh,
know
who
what
laughed
I
at
need
this
to
one.
finesse,
Yeah.
what I need to fix. Yeah.
Mm.
It's dope though because it's authentic and you're getting rewarded for being authentic.
Yeah,
which
I'm
is
just literally being me.
essentially the point of like elevating in
Yeah.
life is to be truly yourself and people loving you for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it can't get any better than that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it's not even about the money, I would imagine at this
Oh,
point.
no,
It's
not
not
at
about the
all.
fame. It's about you doing your
I
thing.
mean, they didn't
yeah.
even pay me. I just like came. I was like, I want to do it.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Mm.
For real, like, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, I can't wait till I see you start touring and doing
I hope so.
shows. Yeah.
Like,
Do you find
I-
any Persian comics that you do like?
I mean, there's only really two big ones. There's like Maz Jobrani and Max Amini.
Okay.
Maz Jobrani is like, he was the first one, right? So,
Hmm.
but he's more into like the like English vibe.
Yeah.
Now. He doesn't very do much
Well,
Iranian stuff
I
anymore.
want to jump in here because like I don't think this is gonna jump off right here. I don't really want to categorize you. I don't think you should as a Persian comedian because the comedians that everything they do. I mean, your jokes are like that too right now, but it was for a Persian audience, and
Yeah.
maybe you always
Oh,
want
I
to do it
had
for
to, I
Iranian
had to
audience.
make it because I knew it was like students and their parents, so I
Yeah.
had to make it.
Yeah, I know for sure. But in general, there's comedians that have been doing it for like 20 years. This is not the same lame, like only
Yeah.
Persian related jokes. And I feel like if you're doing comedy in English and you're a stand up and that's been your goal for 20 years, you need to be able to make, you know, a non-Persian audience laugh, you know?
Right.
And like, I don't know, like this Amir K, he's, I think, the only Persian comedian that he's serious, he does stand up.
Yeah.
We've talked to him, we're gonna have him on the show soon. He's really fucking funny. I saw him at the
Yeah.
comedy store and everybody was laughing. This guy's like hilarious, you know? But, you know, some people are lame.
Right.
He actually got a spot on the new Matt TV.
Did he?
Yeah.
No shit.
But I think it didn't get picked up for a second season. But yeah, he has a thing on Matt TV.
He's
so-
dope, man. He's really, I really like him. Yeah.
Yeah, he is dope.
That's cool.
Yeah, I even hear American comics talk about how funny he is. You know, just like in the green room, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
So, like, you like Maz and Max Amini?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the people who came before me, so I gotta pay my respects. But
Yeah.
It's time for some new blood.
Yeah, Maz is
Yeah.
doing really good.
Is
It
it?
was like on a
Yeah.
sitcom or something.
Mm.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it's time
Was
for
it?
like a new generation to come up.
What
Yeah.
sitcom? Was he on the Rob
Donuts.
Schneider show?
Donuts,
Something Donuts.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't watch TV anymore.
Superior Donuts.
Superior Donuts.
Oh, okay. Does he sell donuts on the show?
I didn't watch it. I don't watch TV.
Or maybe he's like Middle Eastern guy who's selling donuts.
No.
So, do you ever think about like transitioning your comedy into like more of a like anything outside of our own culture?
Nope.
You don't.
That's not what my forte is. I'm just really, like, you know how, like, I think your guys' first podcast was Sami Baby. You guys were like, why do you sing such, like, Dumbledore music and, like, LA stuff? He was like, I'm good at it. You just gotta do what you're good at.
Yeah, but
And
there's,
you enjoy it. You know,
and that's
why
great.
not?
But sometimes you're good at things that you don't know yet, you know?
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's good to like push.
I mean, maybe, but, like, I feel like I really want to do this because I just want to, like, have younger people look up to me and be like, I don't have to be ashamed about being Iranian. I don't have to try and whitewash myself.
And you're right.
No.
You know,
Sure.
you're right
we
about
don't
that.
have that.
And like I can't put myself in your shoes, so I don't know. But I would like for you to say the same thing about an Indian girl, about a Japanese girl, or whatever. You know, because
Right.
that also transcends into different things. And the same
Yeah.
thing with Irfan. I remember there was like, remember when you were in Dubai and I used to tell you start rapping in English,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm not gonna talk to
I told
you.
him the other day,
I
too.
told him, I remember there was a time I was like, I'm not gonna speak to you anymore until you have a song, because I felt that he can.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I
he
told
never.
you that the other
No,
day.
but
was
I
like,
mean,
"You're
that's
fine, why don't
like,
you?"
no, I mean, I had, before going to Dubai, I had a whole English
You did,
album.
but you
remember?
didn't really
good.
follow
I know, I didn't
through.
follow up, I didn't record all this
Yeah.
stuff, and we didn't have that conversation. But yeah, I mean, definitely, even outside of that, even with Iranian music, when I first started, I was rapping. I didn't know I'm a good songwriter and I'm a good hook writer and I can sing, and I didn't
Yeah.
even believe in that shit. But like slowly, I realized that like, no, I'm not a rapper. I'm a songwriter. I love doing from A to Z of a song. You know what I mean? Like I'm passionate about it. And then the English stuff, hopefully,
Yeah,
I record stuff.
you should. Yeah, and like I said, I just started, so I don't even know
Right.
what
But it
my
is your
path is gonna
specialty
lead me
for
to.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because again, I've never been to Iran, and people are like, "How are you so fucking Iranian?
Yeah.
How can you speak so well? How can you?
Farsi
How are
class.
you? Like,
But let's think about it. Like, if you were to do it, like people in Europe speak English, right?
yeah.
So they would
Mostly,
come to
yeah.
see
Oh,
her.
yeah. Oh yeah, so many people.
So then you could
like-
go to Germany, a few cities in Germany, right?
Germany.
And then, yeah, every country that I say, just say it with their own accent.
I'll try.
So you can go to Germany, Hamburg.
Hamburg's not. It's in Germany still.
Yeah, but do the accent.
The Hamburg, the specific the Hamburg
Yeah, the
accent,
Hamburg accent.
like the Esfahan of Germany, and added the accent.
So there's at least 4 places in Germany. Then you got England.
England. Can you do an English accent?
I'm over it.
It's like, nope.
And then you got Sweden.
I don't know.
You got
Sweden.
Yeah.
so basically, I mean Australia. Hello.
Well, bad version of English.
Hello, love.
We should do that challenge, like all
Which one?
the accents. Well, we pretty much are doing that.
Are there different Iranian accents that are trying to speak English? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, there's just the general one, just like the hello, how are you?
yeah. Because you.
Your head looks so good today.
That's the soft one.
Yeah.
Then you got the harsher one, right?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like a little bit more thicker, stronger.
French?
Yeah.
Like,
You know how?
"Here's my donut."
Yeah, stuff like
Ines
that.
Toyero.
Ines Togeron.
I actually had someone. I didn't think it's possible, but I heard someone like speaking with a thick Esfahani accent in English. I can't even do it. I didn't know how to do the Esfahani accent.
Hello,
I
how are
can't do
you?
that. It was crazy. I didn't know. But yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't want to try?
Akashi's house. No, like. Because I remember how. I didn't. It's crazy because I know the Esfahani accent really well, but I can't even like fake it in English, you know?
There's so many
Try.
versions in LA.
Huh?
There's so many versions in LA. Like, this is my first
There
time
is.
here, and I was like,
Yeah.
holy.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about it? Good and bad.
Okay, so
You like it, goddammit.
I wouldn't. Everyone's like, you should move here. You should move here. It's perfect. Like,
Yeah.
we want you to move here, please. And I'm like, I feel like I wouldn't move, but I would come back a lot. I don't want to
Okay,
move here
good.
because I feel like there's just like all this crazy energy that I just can't handle.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just too much.
I can't do either
I need
either.
to like take a break,
It is.
come back.
But you live in OC. She lives in Toronto.
OC is a lot different than
Plus,
it is.
I
That's
don't
what I'm saying. Like,
fuck
she's in
with
the city.
America.
Yeah, you Vancouver.
I don't
I mean,
fuck with
Toronto isn't that different, is it?
I'm just a Canadian
Yeah.
through and through. We're just nicer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just more chill.
Shout out to Jordan Peterson.
Doctor.
I don't know. It's different. I don't know. LA is just. I don't know. Plus, I feel like a lot of the people here,
What?
too much
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah,
It's too
chills.
much.
But you're open to possibly moving here at some point if
Maybe.
the stars align.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't reject it, but not now.
Yeah.
I'll come and visit like every couple months. I really like. I love
Nice.
it. It's awesome.
Come on
But I'm
down.
like a little LA fan now. So
What did you like the most being
the
here?
weather.
The
The
weather.
weather for sure.
Uh huh. And you went to the Getty Museum too?
Yeah, I did.
Mm.
It was okay.
Yeah.
But the weather and just I feel like the Iranians here are on my vibe more because they're more. There's more people who grew up here
Yeah.
like I did. Like all my Iranian friends back at home, they're like have only been in Canada maybe for like 10 years, 9 years, 8 years. Whereas here it's like I've been here since I was 2.
Yeah.
Or I've been here since I was 3. So they get me more because I feel like when I hang out with my friends back home, I'm always lost. Like I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
sometimes, or they just don't take into consideration that I don't understand a lot of things.
Which is where your learning comes from.
Yeah, and then also I'm very like no filter, and I just say what's on my mind. And Iranians, that's very like
Yeah,
oh my
it's-
god
it's a-
for
it's
them.
a
So I
right
get
thing.
into so much trouble because
Right.
I'm like everyone knows. I'll just be like I don't like this, or I'll just be straight up with you,
Yeah.
and it gets me in trouble.
But you know, isn't it crazy how the people you meet, for the first group that you meet when you go somewhere, it's like really that builds the impression of the
Oh,
city,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
the
if,
first
if,
impression.
if the Persians, you pretty much like met a lot of my friends and were hanging out with my friends, so they could have been very different people, you know what I mean? If they were like the douchey,
yeah.
like the Beverly Hills.
Well,
or-
actually, it happened to me today. I was
Persians.
at Earth Cafe. We were sitting, me and my cousin, and I noticed him because of his hat, because his hat says his name on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I should say hi to him, because we've conversed before
Yeah.
on Instagram, and we've kind of like gone back and forth for like this project that never went through. And I was like, oh, maybe I should say hi. And I was like, oh, maybe not. He's like with all his friends, and I'm really shy again, so for me to even like come up to you and say hi when I don't know you that well is like a really big, like me, like really going out of my shell
Yeah.
and my comfort zone. So I was like, okay. And then I noticed him like looking at me through my peripheral vision.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, hi, I know you, I'm Sahar. And he's like, oh, hey. Cool. Turns around, like, doesn't say anything. And I was like, oh, that's nice.
Cocksucker.
That's kind of.
Whatever.
Did you go up to him?
Well, he was sitting at the table in front of us. So, I mean, I kind of just...
Maybe he didn't recognize you.
I mean, he was looking at me constantly. That's why I haven't said anything. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when you know?
You think he was upset that you didn't have messaging when he got to LA?
No, because we're not like that. But whatever, you know, ego
You broke
is
his
really
heart.
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, what we're gonna do for him is we're gonna pray to our Lord,
Yeah,
and we're gonna wish him to become a little bit more humble.
I hope so.
In your next life.
But yeah, I got that.
Nima,
That's how people-
more wine,
That's
Nima.
weird,
No, I'm
though.
kidding.
I would imagine
Well-
that he didn't recognize you.
Maybe.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, he's
Maybe.
nice.
No. See the
No.
No, I'm like, yeah, he's trying to see the good.
I feel like this whole episode has just been talking shit about people. Like, so what do you think of this person? What do you think of this person? Give us
Well,
one. Give us
We
one.
are Persians after all.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, essentially, that is, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but that is a big part of what you do, kind of like in a funny way. Like when you do the video things, it's hilarious to me. Like I get excited when you go on Radio Jawan and you're playing the music
My
videos.
stories where I roast music videos.
Yeah, it's very funny. Like,
there's no one who will do. I even
and then when I
reached
see
out to
those
Audio
those
Jawan.
little story things, you have like 30 of them. I'm like, oh yeah, go get the popcorns,
Popcorn?
right? But I
Do
do
you
have
actually?
another feeling. No, because it's
Yeah.
fat. But but I also get a mixed feeling, and I'm like, oh, is it a little?
Yeah, but no
wrong?
one's ever done this. No one roasts our
Yeah.
videos, and our videos suck.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
some
we've
funny
had the
ones.
same, like,
The brothers, the three brothers. Especially Chu.
God damn.
Khoda verdi.
But I mean, you know, they do those videos like on purpose. They think it's like funny and it's fun for that type of music. They're making a fun music video, and it's ridiculous.
A little sidetrack. You know what's funnier to me though than watching those? It's watching your reaction to them. Like the
everyone
fact
does
how
that.
surprised.
We love the way you laugh.
you react.
Like,
Yeah. Like I can get only so much humor out of making fun of somebody, but the way
Right.
you react to it is even funnier.
Yeah, because
Wow,
and if
that's
you
interesting.
notice, I never like
Yeah.
actually roast them. Like I don't go, oh my god, what fucked up shoes they're wearing. No, I say
Yeah.
something nice, but
Yeah.
like what is it in English? Tikenilism. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mhm.
I'm not making fun of them, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying something smart that's funny that isn't negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my whole.
I was excited when you were doing the little piece on Besod and Erfan.
Oh yeah.
That's what,
And you know what? You kept it real. Like you weren't all like, I know this guy, I'm gonna be super
Wow.
nice. I liked it.
The
I
other day
remember
he
that.
played a song for me. I was like, I hate this.
Yeah. There's
You
a
said
lot-
you don't
he's
like
got
it.
a lot of bad songs.
I'm like, you say you don't like
I like
that.
the chorus music.
You know what part we're talking about? With the suitcase, the briefcase, and you open up? She was funny.
I don't
about
remember that, no.
Yeah. It was good, but it wasn't like bad-hearted or anything. It was
No,
just
it's
funny
just-
the way you were
it's
saying it,
funny.
because it was like obvious shit.
Because Iranians don't know how to joke. They take everything so
So serious.
seriously.
Mhm.
Like, you joke about something, they're
What
like,
do you do?
it's like, relax.
I know.
Especially when you're a girl. You're not supposed to do this kind of stuff.
No, not at all.
And again, because we're so dominated by men in everything, it's singing, acting, everything is dominated by males. So it's like, but why?
Let's talk about that subject. No, I'm kidding.
No, but let's kinda do. You know what I mean? You know, kinda.
Kind of.
Well, you don't want to.
No, that's good.
It's because
Here's the
our girls
thing,
are
Arif.
raised to be princesses. Even if you look at most Persian girls, they're living off
But-
of like daddy's
but-
money, not really. doing
Right, but let's
anything,
enter another door.
Okay.
There are girls that want to be like you, that feel extra like introverted, and they're afraid of being themselves.
Well,
And
then
that-
hopefully
so
I get
watch
them out of
exactly.
that, yeah.
Watching you gives them a sense of
sure.
empowerment and validation. You know, the same way people see you kids and they're like they want to rap and then they don't care about even what their own parents say.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with them, but with them it's not even being a rapper, it's just being a woman in general. Especially when you're under 18 as an Iranian girl. It's
And
tough.
especially when all the girls that are on social media
Right.
are either like fashion bloggers or it's like really like how many fashion bloggers do we need?
Right.
You know, and like There's no one who's like, yo, be an independent woman. Like, work. Like, don't, you know, be supported by a guy. Like, do your own thing. Like, fuck men. You know, that kind of thing. Honestly, I don't want to be very offended.
Well, I mean,
but, like, you know what I mean? Persian girls are raised to be like that, and I am totally
You think all these Persian
it.
girls want to be fashion bloggers because like they're raised that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I see sisters in the same family. One of them becomes a doctor. I think like a lot of people are just predisposed. That's just like who they are, and it's not just Persians either. How many, like this?
So
what are you full of?
So what are you saying? Hold on, I want to hear everyone speak. So what he says something intelligent. So what is it?
Huh?
Like I want to know exactly what you're saying.
I'm saying that it's not necessarily that. I mean, society in general does have that effect on people, but if generally there's a lot of girls like that. First of all, the girls who aren't like that, they're not on Instagram, so you don't see them, right?
Exactly,
You
they're
don't see them.
not.
So you see more girls like that because they're the ones on Instagram.
Genuinely doing it.
And fucking people go follow them for whatever reason, and they have like a lot of followers. So then like they come on your feed, and you just like keep seeing them. Like, what the fuck were all these fashion bloggers that don't even like have a good sense of fashion, you know?
Yeah, they're just wearing designer. If you look at all of our Persian fashion bloggers.
I don't think. Okay, so I hear what you're saying. But I don't think we should even talk about this subject in terms of who's doing it fucked up. Like I'm more like trying to concentrate on the girls that have your type of approach to things. Like we don't have to like look at them to create a case for our own selves.
Right.
So the fact that they see you, they're like, oh shit, I could be like that.
Yeah, man.
You know,
You should.
if somebody wants to be a blogger, be a blogger. Do you be the best that you can be? If being a blogger is that, then be that. You know, if being a daddy's girl is that, be that. But also the ones that want to be like you, let them be them too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, like, you grew up in you grew up here in a Persian family, and you ended up, you were always like this. You were never, that way. Then you changed, right?
Yeah.
You never acted like, I mean, so.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is just like people by nature, they're like that too, you know. Like,
but it's also a cultural thing that we do have.
It's just, girls are always meant to, like have.
And it's beyond the girls thing in our culture, right? It's like there is this big vanity thing in our culture that like Iranian in certain cities, even in LA, they won't meet you up in their own city. They'll meet you up at the next city at a Starbucks with the Benz that they can't afford, just to So it's important for us to be able to address those things too.
Oh, I agree, 100%. I know that. But even like as like a Persian guy, is it a
I didn't say that's a rebuttal to you. I'm just saying like there is that.
No, I didn't take it as that at all. I'm just saying as a Persian guy, I went against everything that a typical Persian guy's supposed to do. You know, like I became even fuck the rapper part. Just doing music is not normal. In any Persian family, they don't like the kid to do music or generally getting into arts. Period. But it's acting, music, painting, anything. You know, but. If you're meant to do something, eventually it might take longer. Like I always feel like if my parents nurtured my art, I would have done a lot of things with a lot more confidence, a lot sooner, a lot earlier, and I've been ahead in life, But no matter what, if you're meant to do something, you're gonna fucking do it, down the line. Hopefully, or you're gonna live in a lifetime of regret,
Absolutely, and I think those are the people that we're talking about. I bet there's these 18, 19, 20-year-olds watching right now, maybe even older and younger, and they hate the path that they're on right now. And they need somebody to tell them that, look, it's okay not to fucking be a doctor. It's okay not to be an engineer. They need that because their strongest influences are saying you're nothing if you're anything but that.
For sure.
And I get messages like that every day from people thanking me because of certain songs that I did to give them hope. And they're doctors, you know what I mean? So it's not like I'm like, go be some fucking radical thing that your parents don't want to be, but they're just like, whatever you want to do, like do it if you believe in something, So the guys, some of them are athletes, doctors, engineers, and some of artists.
So I want you to do this. I want you to talk to them right now and send a message to somebody that's watching and needs for you to say what you have to say. Go.
Oh, wow. That's fun.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Here, this is what I told my parents when I was dropping out of law school. I was like, listen, I can become a lawyer, but I won't be the best lawyer because that's not what my passion is in. So let me do what my passion is in, and I'll become the best that I can be in it.
And what did they say?
And they were like, no, but I mean, they couldn't say anything because, again, I've been on my own payroll since I was like 14, 15. So I was like, are you guys paying for it? No. So
So what's changed? I mean, like, this is something that I feel like it's so clear to our generation that if someone is passionate about something, they have talent in something, if they pursue it, and they have the talent, and they put the time and effort, they're gonna become good at it, you know, and they're gonna be successful to a certain extent. So what is it that none of our parents' generations don't really get it? I think the roles have changed and people's ability to kind of live off. I don't know. If this is something.
It's a loaded question. So you're saying what has changed now for people to even be able to express the fact that you should actually follow a dream instead of a path?
Yeah, barely. I barely know any parents, especially Persian, because I've seen like my American parents. Sometimes it's different. There's a few Persian parents, Iranian parents that I know that are like that, you know, but generally, no parents from our parents' generation are like that. They were all stuck on that thing like engineer, doctor, lawyer, blah, blah,
because
blah.
they're the ones paying for their kids' education. If you become independent, they can't say anything to you. Because they're not the ones that are financially...
No, but just the idea of... my parents didn't even comprehend the idea of my kids as talent in something, and that makes them happy. That's what they pursue. They should pursue that, you know? But I feel like our generation... we understand that a lot more when it comes to kids, you know, a lot more parents. But
so, in my opinion, a big part of that, and there's levels to that, obviously, but I think, in my opinion, that's the Western mentality. That's basically the pinnacle of the Western mentality, to follow your dream, and it's based on the individual. Where the Eastern mentality is about the tribal mentality, which has its own beauties, but it's not the individual thing. So this is the whole liberal conservative war right now, right? Mm-hmm. Where the conservatives are saying it's still the individual. Don't blame being white privilege for being broke. Don't blame this. Don't be like, go overboard with the feminist thing. Mm-hmm. Don't forget that it starts with you. Where the liberal mentality right now is that there's groups in power, and we got to go attack them. So it's like this battle, this philosophical battle. Yeah, I think that's part of it.
And you brought something on that, like, I think it's beautiful, and I really agree with, and I think it's very important.
Thank you for saying beautiful.
Besides, like, just there, like feminism and like all this white privilege and all this stuff, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist, and it's very important, but I feel like if you teach that individual power of each person, of you, if you're not a victim, if you don't feel like a victim, you're going to be able to do whatever you want if you pursue it in life. I feel like that overpowers all. That overpowers everything. And if that's what you preach and that's what you try to teach people, I think that's the biggest help you can give them. Besides saying that, oh, like I'm a girl, or I'm a guy, or I'm gay, or I'm like this and this and this and this. You know, people do go through a lot of bullshit because of those things. But if you know, I think just the self and the power and self-belief overpowers all of it.
Like holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Instead of others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like they're nurturing that mentality, but I don't even want to go there because I won't stop if we go there. Okay. And that's not why Sahar's on the show.
Yeah.
Let's
be funny.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't have any thoughts on this particular subject?
I want you to move on to the funny parts.
Sounds like a true Hillary voter.
I'm telling you, I'm not.
That's a liberal.
The liberal man. Now he just came back from the...
Like, they think I'm always funny, but I'm not. Like, I'm really
You're really not.
No, for real.
They expect you to always be like, go?
Yeah, like Yoni at your house.
Oh, is it be fun?
Why are you not funny? I was like, I don't know.
I was actually kind of embarrassed. I'm like, dude, she's not here to fucking entertain
that
me,
night too, I didn't know anyone. Again, when I don't know you, I'm just very like quiet.
Yeah.
I don't let my weird come out unless I'm like really comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Like you haven't even seen my weird yet. Like,
I'm sure.
No, like I'm telling you. Like
You've seen my weird.
Not completely.
I've seen it.
I always say once like me and Arif get comfortable for like us to show our weirdness on camera, like that's when the podcast is gonna work. And I don't know when that's gonna be.
I've been waiting.
But at least I guess this is a big step to like admit that, you know, we do things behind the closed door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
where do we pick up off after that?
So, what were you hoping to like get across when you came on this show for tonight? Like, I want us to like kind of give some space to that energy.
Like people see me on social media, they think one thing of me, but it's just an alter ego. Like, it's not even who I really am. why I have 2 Instagram accounts. Like,
Yeah.
there's another one where I write and I post my writings and like things that I think about on a daily basis. I write a lot, so but I don't give them out on my other page because it's not comedy. That's just the persona. It's not.
Also, those quotes that you post are from your thing account. It's not from the funny account. It's
Yeah,
from
well,
the
that's my like private
account.
just-
Yeah, it throws me
Right.
off. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm starting
I
good
know
about
people
that.
are like, what?
It's interesting.
It's not what?
I'm saying that it throws me off, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, I like it,
Yeah.
but I'm not ready for it ever. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that. Where did that
Yeah,
come from?
they're like, what?
Yeah.
You're deep like that?
Have you ever seen him?
No,
No,
of
he
course.
just followed me on that one.
Yeah.
You told me about it. You know, I'm not. It's funny. I'm really active on Instagram, but I'm not at all at the same time. It's
Yeah.
funny. Like I just go for my own posts and things that I have to do, and I see some stuff from close friends, and that's it.
You know who's really active? Nemo.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Oh yeah, 24/7.
What does he do? Or what does he post?
Everything.
Like what?
Quotes
Like
from.
he would probably be posting what he's doing now, but he's just too preoccupied.
You guys hung out too. You met Nima.
Through iPhone.
He's cool, yeah.
Yeah, he's chill.
Is that right?
He's literally my cousin. I have a cousin who's like 18,
Yeah.
and the way you guys talk, the way you guys.
Must be a good-looking guy, huh?
Yo, even their faces, like, it's just, I have to show you him. He's
That's
exactly
crazy.
you, and I totally get that. I'm like, his name is Audio. Like, you are totally Audio.
Then I can.
How old are you?
Yeah.
29.
Yeah.
So you're acting like an 18-year-old.
No, I mean, like, they have that
Hey, I have
same
nothing to say
vibe.
about that.
Yeah.
Um,
Is
Who
he
am I to
about,
talk on?
like seriousness about life at all? Or what is he up to? Like, I want to see how much more we can parallel this.
he's just really super chill.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, does he smoke blunts on Monday mornings?
He does a lot of things in
She's
the mornings.
She's not one of those
He does a lot of things in the mornings.
Yeah.
No, you guys actually though, like you guys are crazy.
Do you want me to delete this part?
No, why?
So yeah, because I just wanted to make sure that I'm not.
No.
Navid,
I just feel like in LA people party a lot.
they do.
Hard.
No, man. What do you mean?
No.
Like, I'm not even in LA,
Hold on.
but there's a Utah. Yeah. I mean, you're LA.
No, because I feel like that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Whenever you go somewhere, whatever you experience the first few days, you feel like that's what's going down. You know what I mean?
No,
But like
not at all.
in
No,
Toronto,
I'm not even talking about you guys.
Goes
I know.
In general.
I know, and that's what I mean in general.
Yeah.
Like, because I have the same vibe from Toronto because of people that I know go there, or like,
Also, you're on vacation with
Or
me,
I haven't been to-
so-
Tehran ever. But that's like the vibe I have from Teh, because I feel like people do that 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week, and I
Right.
keep hearing that from people, you know. But I don't know. LA's a big city. You know, I've been living here for a few years now. And there's all types of different people, you know. Some people don't party at all, like super spiritual. Some people party too much. And then even the type of partying, you know. Some people are just like these club rats at clubs every weekend. Some
Yeah.
people party at home. Some people go to like house event. I mean, yeah.
I
Some
think
people on
you're
birds all
right.
week like us.
What is that?
That's the new phenomenon. We've had.
The what?
Have you ridden the bird?
Bird.
The school? Yeah.
Oh, you were telling me about it.
Dude.
I took a bird from Rodeo Drive till their studio where they,
How far is that?
I don't know, like,
Pretty far. I guess ran out of batteries and
I
that's
ran out of
why.
batteries and I was in the hood and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get bombed.
Damn.
I'm gonna get shot.
Yeah, man.
Is Murica safe? Like, I even videotaped like a last Insta.
Were you
like,
buzzed?
I was like, guys, no.
No, it's over.
I was like, guys, if I don't make it.
Yeah. Like, I was introduced to the bird just recently. I was like 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago. So we got by Venice. We go by Venice, Marina Del Rey, Santa Monica, and they're just all over the street, just chilling. You know, you get the app, you
Amazing.
start riding it, and
If I lived here, I would only bird everywhere.
it's freaking fun.
It's like an electronic razor.
Yeah, I'm getting really good. I'm trying to do tricks.
Yeah.
Like an electronic one.
A scooter.
Yeah, it's
You
electronic
not
scooter.
ridden one?
No.
Girl.
I'm from the village. You know? Like literally, like when I come here, everyone tells me about the new things that's happening in LA. I'm like, oh wow, you guys
So why
have
didn't you
that?
come to the event on Saturday?
Because
Were
of
you
you.
good for us?
Because of you.
Because of me. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Were you surprised when I said I was gonna come on Friday? By the way, didn't that come out
You
of nowhere?
didn't come because of me?
Your event.
You're just talking about the concert.
Yeah, I was
What about the
surprised.
concert?
You think I'm gonna go to 2 events because of you? No, just UCLA.
Yeah, I was surprised, kind of. I didn't think to ask you because I didn't think you would come.
Yeah.
He usually doesn't come.
Oh
No.
no. The fact
But
that I
that's
came.
why I wanted you to come. Like,
No, I'm talking about the UCLA thing.
The
Even that,
UCLA
like, he doesn't
thing,
usually.
yeah.
What are you, like a recluse? Like,
No, it's just like what is
yeah.
that? And I came to watch you. There was nothing else there, you know. And if
Yeah,
I, and
so
if I
I'm
was,
saying, why didn't you come to the other one? Like, why didn't you come and
why didn't I?
hang out?
Where with you guys
Yeah.
to that event?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just didn't know what kind of vibes it was.
Huh.
You know.
The Souk event?
Yeah.
It was really good. The music.
Yeah.
I think you would have enjoyed
Gold
it.
Cap fucking shut it down,
Oh
man.
my god.
It was really good. Honestly, overall, I expected better music the whole night,
Yeah.
but the Gold Cap fucking killed it.
Well, I
Shout
just
out
love
to
like
Gold
Middle
Cap.
Eastern
Shout out to
music,
Gold
too.
Cap, huh?
LA
That's all
zone.
I listen to.
Yeah.
Contrary to what like people would think, I listen to like old classical like Nozadi type vibes.
Nice.
So anything that kind of like remotely even sounds Middle Eastern, which is why I'm saying it was like the best event I've been to.
Yeah.
Believe me or not.
I think
But it's funny. Like, we had a really interesting 3 days. Like
She's
Saturday.
leaving. She's
Which
leaving.
one?
She can't come.
Oh,
What?
she is.
What?
Next
What?
week.
See, you
Oh,
guys need to
camping.
tell me
Oh,
about
I'm
these
gonna be
things because I
Toronto,
will
too.
literally fly
We're
out.
going to heaven.
No, it's the same day as my concert, so you're not flying
Sorry,
out.
we're gonna
And
be in cooler.
you're not going
It
anywhere.
won't
Yeah.
be. Well, yeah,
No, but
everyone's
really, for
performing
real,
tonight.
like, anytime you guys have
We'll
these
keep
little
you
camping
posted.
things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so down to come because I feel like you guys get me more than my Toronto family gets me.
Whoa. Say that
Nice.
again. Say that again. Say that again.
Louder.
You guys get me better than my and I like why? Because you guys are on my vibe. Like most of my
Yeah.
friends are people who've been in Canada less than I have, like
Yeah.
considerably less.
Yeah.
You guys like grew up here, so
That
you
is
get
the,
me. Do you know what I
that's
mean?
the
Like,
best
it's-
thing in one of the best things about being in LA or Orange County
Yeah.
area, Southern
People are all
California.
kind of on the same.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many of us that you find your
Mhm.
tribe, basically. That's the thing, you know. So there's people who just came, people who've been here for 50 years,
Mhm.
you know.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
That's why. I'll come.
Are we gonna pose any of these questions that were sent in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to
Are they
ask the
good?
good ones?
Do you want me to give you the list so you can
No,
pick
for
and
the
choose?
good ones. But if you think there's a good one, because I saw like some.
There's
couple
some random
weird
ones.
Yeah.
There's some random ones, and I
know,
think
there's always random.
Yeah.
some serious ones.
Really?
Let's start with just a
I want to ask
random
one too later.
That was
Just
the
one.
first one.
What are your pet peeves?
I want to ask.
What are my pet peeves? People who are rude.
People who are rude.
And just people who chosi me on.
Mm.
Like they think they're the shit. And it's like really no. Be chill.
Like the
So
guy.
Be
I have-
nice. Yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah, so on that note, Mona writes in, she says, although you love your fans, is there anything in particular they do that pisses you off?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
You love your fans,
My
but is there
co-host,
anything that they do that pisses you off?
Mm.
Okay, yeah. So sometimes, and I don't know if this has ever happened to you, I'll be out and people will recognize me and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, and I don't even know who the person is because they might know me through Instagram,
Sure.
but I don't know them. And they'll be like, hi! And I'll be like, hi? And they expect me to just like know them and I'm like, okay, so hi.
That probably never
Little
happens.
background.
Yeah, nothing. And then they just stop talking, and I'm just like, so. Like, it just makes everything really awkward.
You know who
Right.
loves it? Erfan. Like I've seen him like put people in like get in line type
Are you
of thing.
serious?
No,
Fuck
no,
outta
no.
No, I mean, if I'm in a good mood, I'm cool. Like, I'm shy too. I'm a really shy person.
I'm so shy.
Yeah.
But
So shy.
I've changed, and I mean, we're not talking about me. We'll talk about another day. But I'm a lot less shy than I used to be for some
Yeah.
reason. All of a sudden, just in
Well,
the past
after
year
all
or
these
two.
years, I mean, you have to.
Yeah, but just in the past year or two. But anyways, next question.
Someone wants to know how you connected with Irfan.
Instagram. Same, the podcast. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was our
Yeah.
first episode, and
And I was like, oh my god! Something cool!
yeah, and
Yeah.
Because like, that's my thing. I love finding cool Iranian things that people otherwise don't know about, and then
Lasting.
Yeah.
Lasting.
and it was a vulnerable and it was a vulnerable time for us because like when we started doing music it had some parallels between that and when we started doing music, right? So like at that beginning you don't know what's going on, how people feel about it, and for you to
Right.
do that, like it meant something. It meant
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, that's when I saw some parallels between me and Sahar that I really like. That I noticed. After that, I started doing it with a couple other people. When she sees talent, she goes out of it to promote that. And I
Yeah.
like doing that too. If I see somebody I really like, no matter what field they're in,
Yeah.
I like to,
promote
shout them
it.
out.
The Titanic thing was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Minier.
Yeah.
Do you like calapacha?
That's the
No,
question?
I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah.
I did
You
shrooms
are.
and then became a
High five.
People
vegetarian.
care about that? Like, people care about questions
yeah.
like that?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Someone probably
But
thought
everyone knows.
it's
and-
probably the same could be the crowd. They thought they had a funny joke. Taddy, is your mom
I
is
mean,
Taddy?
I tried it once.
underrated
before. I tried it
Now
once.
maybe get it.
So underrated. Anyways,
That should be the name of your next album.
we have a guest.
Oh, she doesn't need
We're
that.
just talking over you.
Calapacha, what was it? No.
Yeah, no.
She's a
I tried
vegetarian.
it once before I became a vegetarian.
How long have you been a vegetarian?
I think 3 years. Because again, I did shrooms with my sister, and then I was like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
I'm enlightened. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was cool. Ever since then.
They took over your body,
Yeah.
How do you feel about mushrooms?
controlling you.
Oh, I love it. I feel like everyone needs to do shrooms once.
Agreed.
So what kind of change did it make for you?
And like I tell everyone, like it just makes you into a hippie. Like it's just, you're just, like you see everything for what it is. I guess it opens up your mind. It opens up your mind from the box that society has built around your mind your entire life,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. If I'm gonna.
To a non-mushroom user, that's still like what? I think like the
No, it's because
yeah,
society has brainwashed your mind
Right.
into thinking a certain way your entire life.
Right.
You do shrooms, that those walls are lifted, and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
this is not. Wow,
Yeah.
like what is
Also,
going on?
yeah, very important who you do it with, the
Yeah,
settings
for
surrounding
sure.
your intention, all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the intention is very important.
Mhm.
Like going into it, asking the right questions, knowing what you want out of it. It is a medicine still,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
important to do it like that. And besides that, and everything that you said is accurate, but it's also your connection to everything,
Yeah.
to nature, to people, to love. It heals your past relationships, your
Oh,
relationship
yeah.
with your parents. If you ask the right questions, you will get the answer,
Of course.
and it's fascinating.
Yeah, I think it's really important to have like during a combination of alone time
Yeah.
and but
Mhm.
people close by,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, so you don't freak out.
And be open to the freakouts too, because
yeah.
if you're open to it and you accept that, then that's
It's part of
pretty
the
much
process.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really freaked out in general, but
Oh, you're lucky.
like the feeling of no, because like I'm really in control, and again, just knowing your people are close by, I think that's like the
Yeah,
effect,
yeah.
you know. If you just do it by yourself and go in the jungle,
Oh,
I don't know.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Nima went to the jungle.
I want to do that.
Welcome
I have
to
so
the
much shit
jungle.
for my childhood. I
That'd be dope.
It's funny.
Let's talk about each other.
I don't mind.
What?
I do what you do. Like I do it with a group, but then I'll like disappear for 2 hours by
Yeah.
myself. So
Yeah.
it's like a mix of both.
Yeah, I think
You know
so.
what I mean?
I think it's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it's like no.
People don't want to hear that from you right now, bro. What's the next question?
Anyways,
That's it.
Really?
That's it?
The
There
only
was some
worthy
other
ones.
questions, man. Are you kidding me? I saw
They're all
some.
serious.
What's wrong with serious questions?
Serious.
why so serious? Let's do it, man. No problem.
Yeah.
Well, I do tricks for that.
Serious questions. Lay it on me, bro.
How did you
So,
and Mazia?
No. Tell everyone, Mother is my sister. That's my
what was while he's finding questions? What was your favorite day in LA? Like, I want to know, like, just to get your vibe.
Besides the event,
Yeah.
Performing in front of 1,000 people.
yeah, I honestly, it's all been really good.
That's all been good.
It's been for like a whole bunch of firsts. My first show, my first like music event I really liked. I met my first Armenian Persian.
Nice.
I met my first Jewish Persian.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to
I
Rapids?
met my cousin after what?
Oh, she's a vegetarian.
Did we what?
Oh.
Oh, Rafi's, yeah, no, she's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
You don't even fucking eat. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
We go to these places, she gets like
I
a small
know.
salad. She doesn't
I
eat
don't. I
anything.
really don't.
I'll tell you guys one thing though. I haven't ate beef for a month. It's the first time in my life, and it's the best I've ever felt.
Yeah, you feel like
Yeah.
I can't sit down. Like this is I do see me constantly. Like
Yeah.
energy all
I
the
wake
time.
up
Nice.
light.
I'm just
I don't have that
not
weird taste in my mouth. Like I'm just,
Yeah.
just much improved. And just when you thought I can't be any better,
Mm.
guess what? What?
I mean, I eat fish sometimes because like sushi is life.
So you're a
but-
pescatarian.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Same.
yeah.
Yeah. What about your?
Sushi once a month.
I'm trisexual. I try anything now.
Yeah.
That was Ali's joke. I'm just, it's not mine. But yeah. I mean, I do think about becoming a vegetarian all the time, but I eat beef every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a constant contradiction with me on that subject, at least.
I'm still
The
not
ones
like
that is.
opposed to not like I'm not saying I'm not ever gonna have it, you know, because I wonder if it's like not animal cruelty, I may be open to that. But so far I'm gonna find it weird.
That's my issue. My issue is with animals. Like I don't care about the health.
Yeah.
You know that. But my issue is with animals. I never used to have a problem with it, but I mean right now even just because I cook, you know, I make food. So now cutting into meat right now, it bothers me, you know. Like I think about it, you know, because I really do love animals. I always did, but I didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
But now I do. So I mean, I know it's probably gonna happen for me one day, but right now, I feel like I'm really addicted to red meat. Like I fiend for it. Like I think about it. You know, sometimes
that's when you know
that's what I need
it's
to
bad,
have. You know.
Vegetarians
And I
are
noticed
crazy.
my friends who didn't.
Vampire.
Yeah, I mean,
I suck the blood.
hey, I'm an honest person. I talk about everything.
Trisexual.
So, so I feel like I've met a lot of people who are vegetarian, and they're like, "Oh, we never really liked red meat." You know, I think even you said that.
Yeah, even
you
before
know.
I was
But
a chicken
smell of
person.
it,
I never really ate.
So
Yeah, my sister doesn't like it either.
I haven't met too many. I'm sure they're out there. Don't get mad, people. But I haven't met too many people who love red meat who became vegetarians.
Do you think it's because maybe
I
you
did.
were a saint in your past life or something?
Saint? No.
No.
Saint.
Any more questions?
Who's your favorite character in Game of Thrones?
Let's guess.
Daenerys.
Khal
Okay.
Drogo, actually.
Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
Who did you say you saw him?
Khal.
Oh no, it was Neelu. Neelu said he saw it
But
at
Daenerys.
Jelena.
Daenerys.
Definitely.
Alright,
It's a
cool.
boss ass.
Cool, man. I like that. My top 3.
Favorite musicians?
Danny.
Original.
My God.
Who's your favorite Erfan? You try to ask a question to make sure that you're the answer, you know? Who's your favorite Erfan in LA?
What stage of Erfan's musical career did you prefer, the street side or the trisexual side?
Well, I honestly.
I'm writing the trisexual.
No, because it was like an Ali G thing from the Ali G show, and he's like interviewing somebody. It was like it was like a sex doc. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know what it was, but he's like, it's a bisexual. He's like, I'm trisexual. He's like, what is that? He's like, I try anything sexual. It was like so funny at the time. That show was money.
What's time?
Hour and 10 minutes.
One time.
But seriously, Sahar, who are some of your favorite artists?
Persian or non-Persian?
Whichever.
Okay, well, I'm
Or give
not
us
with
like
Gold
three.
Cap
Give us
right now.
3.
Ever
Okay.
since
If you just
Left Wing
tuned in
I've
right
been
now,
on
this is
Gold
questions
Cap.
brought to you by guests. Yeah. It's
Oh, they
important
still
to
are.
say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Persian.
By guess.
Honestly, I listen to everything. I can't even say like I have a favorite. I don't know. I listen to everything.
You listen to
I
everything.
listen to literally everything.
That's
I'm really like I'm a music like we were joking about this with Nima and Erfan before the event because we were saying like I was telling him I was like sometimes when I go to events I will literally forget to move and people will come up to you and be like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm just really into music. And there was one point we were all just standing there. I think the 3 of us the entire time we were just standing there like vibing to the music. And someone came and asked Erfan, are you okay? And I was like, lol. Literally.
so funny.
Do you know,
One
how
point
many,
Nemo
do
was
you know
like-
how many of those "Are you okays" we've heard?
I was like, Nemo was walking me through the crowd. He's like, I have this system, you know, that he like locked his arm to mine. He's like taking me through the crowd, and he's the one in the front, so everybody thinks like there's something wrong. I'm like, Nemo, this is fucking uncomfortable. People are gonna think there's something wrong with me. And I'm like, are you okay, bro? I'm like, yeah. The fact that my fucking face was sweating probably didn't
I
help.
wish I was like good at
But-
music so I could make music, but I'm such a musically like I don't know, yeah. I'm a groupie.
You did really well. Did you write that Naneh B song yourself?
Yeah.
That was really good.
I'm really good at writing.
Yeah. You know who's not Nemo? Go on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really good at writing. People keep on telling me they're like, you should rap, and I'm like, no, I don't think I'd be good at it.
We have there's empty slot for you in Python whenever you're ready. No, I'm kidding.
Well, there is no English girl rapper, so I mean, I could.
That's
if I
true.
wanted to.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, I'm good at writing, but I don't know if my flow is really.
Your flow was
Your flow
fire.
was good.
Magic.
Well, that's
It was a
you
copy
know what I
flow.
mean? I'm copying someone else's flow. That's not really my
Yeah.
flow. It's easy to copy someone's flow. You just
Yeah,
Did
Cardi
you-
B made a career out of it. So.
Did you enjoy like copying the flow and writing it into your own words. It's fun,
I've
isn't
always
it?
done it.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you did so well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always done stuff like that.
So but you completely understand like the structure of making a rap pattern. That's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a music junkie. So,
Yeah.
I guess I'm just naturally good at it.
It's natural.
Navi, do you have any particular questions, bro?
I don't.
You don't. Nima, do you have any
None
questions?
left. I mean.
Yeah, what do you think about the chemistry between Yaya and Irfan on the podcast?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a microphone, so
Yeah.
what he asked was, "What is your favorite Iranian food?" He said, "What do you think about the chemistry?"
And you hanging out with Nima this past weekend, do you feel like he's ready to come out the closet yet or no?
From what I saw, yes. From what I saw this weekend, yes.
You have no power, Nima.
But seriously,
No
I
mic, no
I
bottom.
don't think he's
But-
gonna clog it.
I
I saw
seriously-
some like huggy time. With
Yeah.
Huggy
Huggy
time!
time.
Shout out to Elnas.
The earrings are cool, yeah? Like the earrings?
Yeah, it's a George Michael in '88.
George
For
Michael.
those who remember.
George Michael.
Oh, you guys don't make fun of him.
No, I love
We're not.
No, he likes it.
No, my boy Iman. Shout out to Iman. He has the same, like,
Iman and
that's new generation shit.
yeah, it is.
What was the question?
I don't get it.
The question was, what do you think about Irfan and Yaya's
Right.
chemistry on the show?
Yeah.
Like I said, you guys are just so different. It's so weird. The first night I met you, I was like, why are they friends? It's so weird.
I ask that question all the time.
Because it's just two different vibes. But I guess that's why. Like, we're yin and yang. You guys are two different things.
Yeah, it's funny. Like we used to be a lot like much more similar,
And then
but
went
we
off
would
into
be
the woods
no. That's the
with
thing.
each
When
other.
we were more similar, we would get in a lot more arguments and
Right.
like fights about things. But like.
So,
Just we would debate about things and we just get heated, It could be about religion,
It was
it
the
could be
young
about politics,
ego.
it could be like
Yeah.
that
Right.
ego, But as we separated, we became more accepting of,
and you guys got older.
That's
Yeah.
the dope thing, though. I mean, usually when people get older and they have different interests and become more of who they are, they change and the friendship kind of fades. But I guess with us, it became more accepting.
But you
Exactly.
guys are from a young
Differences.
age too, so it's like
Yeah.
you guys have this bond.
Yeah, and then like, cause we always know we have each other's best interests too at heart. Like,
Yeah.
when we get advice,
Mm-hmm.
criticism, one of us takes criticism.
And
better
yeah.
than the other.
Well, one of them fucks up more.
I mean,
I'm talking about myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to see what that even means. Like, to be honest, I don't even know what fucking up means. But yeah.
But what was I gonna say to that? I had something really good to say.
About me?
About me.
Keep talking.
But yeah, we're talking about the subject of chemistry. So who's your best friend?
Yeah, so that's what like.
Oh, I was
back to
gonna
my
say.
point. Like I'm a mix of both of you. I literally feel like I'm your guys' like offspring. little
That's crazy.
sister. Like, I'm half you, half him. Cool.
We should create a show and then like.
We should.
Yeah.
Should have, like, created
That'd be
Two and
dope.
a half.
and then-
Persian.
I don't like the camera. That's not gonna happen. But I think
Camera
you should do
loves
it.
you though. I'm just saying.
Do you have anything? First of all, I just want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for being who you are. Like honestly, it's so beautiful just to see who you are as a person, not just who you are as a comic or whatnot. I love seeing people like you. I love people that are themselves. They're comfortable being themselves and inspires others to be themselves, including myself.
Means a lot.
So
I
like,
came from like hard times as a kid, so.
Yeah.
and that might be the recipe
That might be
for beauty, right?
Mhm.
More beauty. So I just want to thank you, just as another
Thank you.
piece of energy to another one. Namaste to you. Don't like your comedy too much. I'm kidding. I love it. And I just want to say,
So sad.
I just gotta balance it. Thank you for coming into our studios.
Thank you for having me.
Just don't put up this. I don't want to say
No,
goodbye. Yeah, I
I
don't want to
don't
say
wanna
goodbye.
say
So, but I wanted to transition into saying that, like, is there anything that you want to talk about, or something that you feel like we didn't cover that you would like to discuss? I know you're too cool for doing that, but try to do
No,
it.
not
Yeah.
Do I come off like that? Do I come off like
You're so snobby.
You
Come on.
don't. Nemo
Do I
was trying to
actually?
tell me that
So
you kinda
snobby.
do. Yeah.
What are you talking about? We
Yeah.
just went from going from the
I
point
know.
that everyone says they're super chill with me, and I.
I'm a Gemini. It's bad. It's bad.
Got you. You're the
It's
evil.
disordered in the spiritual community. They call it Gemini.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
And the
Are you into
conscious-
that kind of stuff? Are you very like, I'm a Gemini?